Hello everybody, welcome to my 2023 recap. In this video, I'm going to go over what an amazing year this has been. My thanks to you guys, my thanks to everybody who has helped me along the way. I have had a fantastic year, and I want to thank you all for that. I was thinking I would also do a bit of a room tour studio setup. I did this last year at the end of 2022 on my Instagram, so I thought I would do one here today on YouTube. As you can see, this is a 360 video. I'm walking around you right now. I'm using my 360 camera, so we can actually touch on all the points of my studio. So with that being said, let's get started. This was originally a media viewing room at my house. We had a projector in the back and this screen. It wasn't all that great. I tore it down anyway because we never really used it because that's what TVs are for. But I've made fantastic use of this space, and I don't know what I'm going to do next year when I head off to college. We'll just have to scale down operations just a tiny bit. But for starters, we have my green screen corner. This thing right here hasn't gotten much use this year. That's just because I haven't really had the time for it, and it honestly isn't the best. So I set up these tracks up here in order to actually slide the green screen over so that I could use that as a backdrop for my PC setup. However, the track wasn't set up all that great because I was doing it myself. Not to mention, they slide then because they're on tracks, so you can see I've taped it. Because they end up scrunching up a bit, which means the lighting's not great, which can cause a lot of issues. And then here we have my lighting for my green screen setup. These things are fantastic. They were cheap. They're from Newer, something like that, Newer. They're fantastic. I got these colored sheeting things that I use to change the colors if I ever want to set mood ambient lighting. That works out honestly just great. Over here is my top-down recording setup. I have myself a Canon M50. This was a suggestion by one of the other MetaQuest creators. I love it. It's great. I'm not a huge camera person. I'm not a huge photographer, so it does everything it needed to. But then down here, you can see I have a white and a black mat. I actually have more mats over here, a green and a blue one, that I can use for different backdrops for my top-down recording setup. Here's a set of Nanoleaf panels that I got like 2 years ago that I've like barely used for stuff because I originally mounted them up here because I wanted them to be lighting for my green screen setup. They fell off my ceiling because people frequently walk. I'm in the basement, and so the vibrations in the ceiling cause them all to fall. As you can see, there's like scrap marks and stuff. So that was a bit of a disaster, but I found a way to mount them to this wall here, and it's perfect. I can change the lighting however I want to get cinematic shots. I absolutely love them for that purpose. Although, if I was going to say get these panels, I'd say probably go for some cheaper ones. I am a major fan of Gobi lights. The ones in my fan, Gobi lights. The one behind my desk, Gobi lights. All the ones I have are Gobi lights because they are fantastic. They all work well together. And keeping all of my smart lights in one app has just been amazing. Either way, back to the top-down recording setup. I have my camera hooked up directly into a monitor here. That way I can actually see what I'm doing. Otherwise, it'd just be a lot of guesswork. And then I also have this cable here, which when I need to, I hook up to my USB extension cable that runs all the way over to my PC in the corner. This is great because I use a bunch of different USB things over here. As you can see, they're all connected up top. So when I want to export videos off my camera, I don't even need to take it down. I can just plug it right in and access it on my computer. There's other things over here that I use, like if I want to pull the microphone over, I have the microphone cable from my Yeti. And then if I want to just plug in a USB-C thing, which I usually do with my camera, as you can see right here, my Logitech Biro, I hook up right up here. If I ever want to do mixed reality streaming or recording, I can do that. Then right over here, you can see I have my cable wall. I have other things in there besides cables, but it's majority just cables as well as just other stuff I use on the daily. Some other things that are in there are like microfiber cloths. That's all stuff that I need in order to, keep everything organized and up to date. Underneath my setup for my top-down recording, I have some more backdrops. These are like woods and other stuff. There's some marble here. I don't use these as often because they weren't as big as I thought they would be. They're a lot longer, so they don't work for most things because most things are just way too big to fit on those. And it's a little unfortunate, But I also have a Febreze scent thing down there because, yeah, there's one vent in this room, and I spend a lot of time down here in the basement. So let's just say I'm a teenage boy, a little smelly sometimes. It's nice to have it. Here is an amazing gift that I was sent being a part of the MetaQuest Creator Program. I am thinking about ways of using this. I want to make a whole video about it. This, if you cannot tell, is a Polaroid camera. I have, I think, like 30 or 40 shots with it. So I'm thinking of making a whole VR Polaroid, like, generational video. I'll get to it eventually. Now I can get to my fun wall. So I have some quests and stuff from the program that I'm just holding on to for now. I usually give them out to really close friends of mine. It's just like a nice gift that I can give. And then I also can, play with them because I love using my quest, and the more people I can play with, the better. And then I also want to keep a bunch of them on hand because I do eventually want to host an in-person tournament of sorts. And I think college is like the best place to do that. I wanted to do one locally. That just seemed to be a lot of planning that I wasn't able to do currently, but I'm going to bring all of them to college. So I can hopefully host some events there, with maybe joining a VR club or something. Here we have all of my cases, my Quest Pro case, my XM50, and the XM5s, my Quest 3 and Quest 2 cases, my extra Nanoleaf panels that I have because I can't connect all of them up there, and then my sound panels that do nothing because they're on the ground because mounting sound panels is expensive, and they really don't do all that much, especially because I have Adobe's new audio enhancing thing. Don't really need it. Right here is weights, so this arm doesn't fall down. I love this stand. It was fairly pricey, but I think it was a worthwhile investment because beforehand, I was just using this tripod, which does extend, but can't really tilt it or anything, so I kind of hang it off the stuff. It was a disaster, but we handled that. Right down there is my travel bag that has an extension cable in it, and then I have travel cords that I take with me when I need to film on the go, like those super cool meta trips, like the one we had where I went up to demo the Quest 3 in New York before it came out. Here is what I got for Quest Day. I love this thing. I've worn it so many times this Christmas holiday season. It's the Beat Saber Ugly Sweater. It's absolutely fantastic. And then here is my bear head, which has made an appearance in a few videos, but is not commonly seen. These are my favorite head straps for the Quest 2. The Razer head strap is so ungodly comfortable. I would highly recommend that if you have a Quest 2 and you're looking to upgrade your head strap game. Here is the box for my new MetaQuest 3, my 512GB one, which was a Christmas gift from the Meta team. Huge thanks, shout out to them. And then just some other decorative stuff that I've gotten in my times from game developers and studios and stuff like that. One of my favorites is this I Expect You to Die 3 little light up thing. I think this is sick. My only issue with it is it's not smart, so I have to go touch it with my hands to turn it on. And I'm a lazy boy, so it doesn't turn on most of the time, but it still looks really cool. This is my charging setup with my Quest 3 dock and my Quest Pro dock. Honestly though, in most cases, I'm probably just going to use both my Quest 3s. I play a lot of Demio with my family, so I'm often using multiple headsets. And honestly, I think the Quest 3 is better for Demio because we like to use the mixed reality mode. So I will probably end up purchasing another dock for the Quest 3 to put there. But currently my other Quest 3 is charging right up there. Here's a Quest 2 Anchor charging dock. I don't have my Quest 2 with me right now. I sent that with my sister to college, so she has that. And then a different Quest 2 down there that's not actually fully set up. Right here I got my Steam Deck, which I don't use because I don't really have time to play video games all that much, which is very unfortunate. My MetaQuest pillow, which I absolutely love. This thing's cool. It's a great prop to use. Here I have a bunch of old head straps and stuff that are kind of junk. I have these die for events that I host personally. And then here's my audio sound setup. If I wanted to actually play CDs, I could. It's hooked up. They sound really good through my massive speakers that I have in here. Those things are old. My dad made those back in high school, so they're like family relics. Here's my Quest 3 box that I got. This box is super cool. This was also a gift from me being the MetaQuest creator team. It basically just hides a bunch of cables and stuff I have back there. because I don't like seeing cables in my setup. Not to mention these boxes are dope. Down here is all my Quest Pro accessories as well as my contact lens carrying case. So that was smooth. My contact lenses that I have for my Quest 3, which I highly recommend you get. It's a little bit on the pricey end, but if you're an active user of your Quest headset, getting a pair of contact lenses is amazing because you don't have to worry about scratching lenses with your glasses, and you also just don't have to worry about putting in contacts anytime you want to use your headset. Over here you can see I have Audacity. That's because I'm recording my voice right now. I can actually minimize it if I wanted to. That way you guys get a cooler screen. This is the backdrop I commonly use, just simple. I like simple backdrops, although I do mix it up a bit. You know, for like my Lego Brick Tales video where I had Lego guys in the background. But this is my current setup. I have the 2 ultra wides. I love having these things because I'm just all over File Explorer. I will have like 25 instances of Windows Explorer open just all over my desktop. So I usually tend to keep Discord up here with my Spotify, and then I can sometimes open Google Chrome up there. I have Adobe Premiere Pro open on this big one, so the timeline's nice and big, and then I have like instance of Windows Explorer, another instance of Windows Explorer, another instance, because I'm having to navigate between my clips folder, my recordings folder. I'm very unorganized in the actual editing process, but once I'm done, it's super organized. So I'm just all over the place. So having all of this screen real estate is super nice. And personally, I just don't think we're there yet where I can use my Quest 3 as a monitor. It's just not clear enough yet, in my opinion. Maybe the Vision Pro would be, but to my knowledge, or my use case of the Quest 3, I have not had much success using it as a workplace environment. Down here are all my Quest A boxes along with some other boxes. I love the Quest A boxes. They're so cool. I love the colors on them. I wish we could get some more Quest A boxes. I don't even want stuff in them. I just think the Quest A boxes are really sick. I love this Lego shark. It's really cute. And then this was what my MetaQuest Pro came in. This is my favorite box to date. Fantastic box. In terms of keyboard, I had a viewer buy me this keyboard and mouse. They work. They're not like super fantastic, but I like things being wireless. This is Logitech. This one's Razer. The mouse is really good. The keyboard, kind of mid. This is a light up desk mat I have. I'm probably going to get it replaced. One, I just don't like the mat. It's not all that big, and the light is kind of dying, and I kind of just want something a little bit more personalized. So that's what that is going to be like. Over here you can see the Teaching Yourself C book that I'm using to hold up my monitor mount because, I'm not learning C anytime soon. I've learned Java, I've learned JavaScript, and I've learned a little bit of HTML and CSS. And that's enough for me. I'm not a huge programming guy, but we'll see. Might end up doing that in college anyway. Right here, we have ourselves my Yeti microphone, my blue Yeti microphone. I put a little sound thingy on it so it gets less reflections. I don't really know. We have a candle that I never use. And then we got my little Triceratops down here in the back. And then over here, I have my Alienware desktop. That was a gift from my father. And it has served me well, although I haven't been able to live stream recently because I think I blew the internet chip in it. I don't think I can connect to the internet and upload at a fast rate right now because my upload speed is like less than a megabit per second, or my download speed's like 300 megabits per second because I have Ethernet running straight from my router in, and we just got a new router. So yeah, something's wrong with my upload, but I haven't figured that out yet, so that's why the live streams have kind of halted. But I have all this cable management system that leads up over to here. I used my Kiwi system in order to actually use my live stream, be able to live stream by my green screen corner. It's a stand-sit desk. I love this thing. I play rugby, and I did something to my tailbone to where there's fluid in it. And so sitting hurts a lot. So luckily I don't have to sit anymore. I can just stand at my desk, which is just fantastic. Lastly, over here we have, this was from the big box that I Expect You to Die 3 cent. I think that was great. That was cool. I love receiving these packages from developers. If I get one of these, I will almost certainly always review their game, always do an unboxing, because it's like, to me, that means more than money, because that was like thought put into it. But I got this, it has like photos in it, and like all of these type of things, all the cards and stuff I get from developers, as well as from Meta, I end up sliding in there just so I can kind of have them nearby and remember all of them. But that's about it for the setup. That's what I like to do. And now I'm going to talk a little bit about what I'd like to do in 2024. Oh my God, I feel so strange saying that. I am graduating high school in 2024 and hopefully heading off to a good college. So I will definitely let you guys know what college I am going to. But I would love to just play a bunch of Quest games. I'm really far behind. My catalog is just, my backlog is just so big in comparison to what I have played. Games like, I want to play through all of Asgard's Wrath 2. I've yet to play through Assassin's Creed Nexus. I haven't even played like classic games that I wish I could go back and play. So I definitely want to go hit those. And I just want to make more content in general. 2023 was kind of a slow year, I would say, because majority of it was my junior year where I was super stressed out with all the AP courses I was taking, and I just didn't have a whole lot of time. But I purposely scheduled my 2024 school year to be a lot easier, and the hope is with that I can focus on my extracurriculars, one of them being my YouTube channel. So that being said, I wanted to give a huge thank you to everyone at Viral Nation, everyone that's worked on the MetaQuest Creator Program, all the Meta representatives we have. It has been a huge help having you guys support me and kind of guide me through this process, especially all the creators in the program. I mean, I can go to them and ask them for anything, and that's just been huge for me. You know, being the only kid in the program has been a lot, and so being able to have all these people who have done this for so many years has just been a huge way for me to learn and gain experience with some helping hands. Not to mention they've been huge guides in actually what I want to do with my life in general. So I want to give them a major thanks. With that being said, I hope to see you all in 2024. Peace out, everybody, for the final time this year. Bye.